Hey, martial artists, Judo has a hidden side, moves that are now forbidden for being too risky. Today we're diving into 10 banned throws that pushed the limits, caused chaos, and left a lasting legacy. These aren't your average techniques. They're raw, powerful, and dangerous. Let's uncover what the mats used to fear. First up, Kawazu Gake, a throw straight from Judo's early battlegrounds. You face your opponent, step in tight, and wrap your leg around theirs like a snake. Your knee presses against theirs while your arms clamp around the waist or collar. Then comes the twist, sharp, sudden, and brutal. Your hip drives in, your weight drops, and the enemy crashes sideways in a tangled heap. In the old dojos of Japan, this was a favorite for ending a fight decisively. It's not just about strength, it's a display of timing, control, and complete commitment. Jigoro Kano witnessed its chaos firsthand and knew its power. Kawazu Gake isn't a show move, it's a fight ender. So why was Kawazu Gake locked away? Because it's devastating to the knees and ankles. That hooked leg twist leaves almost no room for escape. Fighters caught off guard had their joints torqued dangerously, often resulting in torn ligaments or shattered knees. In early competitions, this move ended more than matches. It ended careers. Paramedics became a regular sight when Kawazu Gake was in play. The International Judo Federation stepped in as injuries piled up, ruling that this level of destruction didn't belong in modern sport. Though still taught for self-defense in some circles, it remains banned in sanctioned tournaments, a brutal relic of Judo's warrior past. Next, Kani Basami, the scissor snap that could flip giants. Your opponent steps forward, and you drop low like lightning. One leg snakes behind their calves, the other cuts across the front. Snap! You clamp your legs and twist your body, driving your hips and rolling to the side. The result? They're swept off their feet and slammed to the ground with no chance to react. Kani Basami mimics a crab's deadly pinch, deceptive, fast, and hard-hitting. Old-school judokas used it to shock bigger opponents and turn matches in an instant. The surprise factor alone made it legendary. Used with precision, it was an equalizer against brute strength. But with speed came danger. Banned in 1984, Kani Basami gained a dark reputation in Judo's history. Legs got trapped mid-air, knees twisted, and landings often turned violent. One infamous match saw a top judoka's knee pop horrifically. The crowd silenced as medics rushed in. That chilling scene sparked alarm across the martial arts world. Medical reports soon followed, showing a trend of torn ligaments, dislocated joints, and long recoveries. The move gave little control once executed, making every use a dangerous gamble. With fighter safety on the line, the International Judo Federation had no choice. It was banned. Today, it's rarely taught, reserved for cautious, supervised training. Kani Basami remains a fierce memory of Judo's more dangerous past. Even experienced judoka tread lightly when studying it, aware of the risks it still carries. It's a technique that demands respect, or consequences follow. Now enter the Uran Twist, a rear throw beast driven by explosive power and tight control. You slide behind your opponent like a shadow. As they reach out, you counter, gripping their waist or sleeves. Then comes the surge. Legs lift, hips spin, and your opponent flies backward in a brutal twist. This version adds chaos to the classic Uran Twist, throwing opponents off balance mid-air before they crash down. Masters loved it for its raw dominance and versatility. It turned defense into a crushing counter. With perfect timing and lower body strength, this move could stop an attacker cold. The Uran Twist wasn't just effective, it was unforgettable. It demanded flawless execution. Hesitate for a second, and you'd miss the throw or risk injury. That balance of danger and brilliance made it a standout in Judo's brutal playbook. But it wasn't long before the dangers caught up. That added twist made landings unpredictable. Backs hit at odd angles, necks snapped forward, and spines took the hit. In the 1970s and 80s, injuries spiked across global tournaments. Trainers began logging alarming cases. Back spasms, vertebral bruising, and even spinal disc injuries. The torque from the twist made falls uncontrollable, even for veterans. Uranaga's twisted variant didn't just test strength, it tested the human body's breaking point. Even experienced judokas started second-guessing the throw, knowing one misstep could end a career. Tournaments saw top athletes sidelined with long recoveries, some never returning to form. Coaches debated whether the power it delivered was worth the gamble. The IJF stepped in decisively, declaring the move too volatile for regulated sport. Judo had to stay technical, graceful, and above all, safe. They removed the twisted version from the rulebook, sealing its fate. Today, it's practiced only in private settings, usually under close guidance, and always with caution. The move still has self-defense value, but in sport, judo, it's a dangerous ghost of the past. Too explosive, too risky. Uran Twist's twisted legacy lives on as a forbidden force. Fourth technique, leg grab counters. They're fast, instinctive, and absolutely brutal when timed right. Your opponent surges forward. Maybe it's a collar grab, a feint, or a straight push. In that split second, you dive low, eyes locked, arms ready. One hand grabs the thigh or calf, the other braces. Your hips twist, your feet plant, and in one fluid motion, you flip their aggression into collapse. The crowd gasps, the attacker tumbles. It's raw, effective, and deeply satisfying. In old-school dojos, these leg grabs were standard counters, adapted from traditional wrestling and battlefield tactics. They brought a gritty realism to the otherwise upright posture of classic judo. Some judokas used it as a trap, baiting a grab just to launch their counter. It rewarded timing, awareness, and nerve. But the technique also brought chaos. Legs tangled, falls got ugly, and knees didn't always survive the landing. As judo evolved into a global sport, this raw move clashed with its polished image. In 2010, the IJF banned all leg grabs, citing safety, control, and stylistic integrity. Still, many martial artists secretly train it, valuing its surprise and street fight practicality. It's a relic of judo's grittier past, ruthless, efficient, and banned for good reason. But then came the crackdown. In 2010, leg grabs were officially banned in competition. Why? Because they blurred the lines between judo and wrestling, turning graceful bouts into ground and pound scrambles. Fighters rushed into low takedowns, risking knee injuries and uncontrolled falls. The IJF wanted to preserve upright posture, elegant throws, and clean technique. The old tapes show it. Clunky scuffles replaced flowing battles. As the sport evolved, so did the rules. Today, leg grabs are mostly gone, remembered as tools of old. Effective, yes, but too disruptive for the refined rhythm of modern judo. Ninth on the list, Daki Age, judo's ultimate slam. Imagine chest-to-chest grip. Your arms squeeze tight around your opponent's torso. You lift them clean off the ground, powered by your legs and core, and then slam them back down like thunder. That's judo's Forbidden 10. Which throw shocked you the most? Drop your thoughts below, smash that like, and subscribe for more deep dives into martial arts mastery. Stay sharp, stay strong, and as always, stay fierce.